Hey there guys, welcome to another edition of VGU Talks. I'm WWE Protocols from VideoGamesUncovered.com, and let's talk games. Today I'm going to be talking about Goldberg coming back into WWE 2K17 and what I'm hoping from the game now that it's confirmed that it is coming this year. First things first, yes, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Yes, I'm a fan of the games, especially what 2K's been doing with them ever since they got the license. You guys, you've been doing a very good job, I love it. And of course, very recently, this week in fact, it was announced that Goldberg, the legendary wrestler from back in the WCW days, is now back. At least in video game form. Now personally, I am very happy to see Goldberg back. He was one of my favourite wrestlers from back in that little bit of time in the wrestling world. And as well as that, I also used to go and play with him in the video games he did appear in prior to where he's going to be now. And some people are now going to be speculating, because he's being put into the game as a pre-order exclusive character, that Goldberg could potentially be coming back to the WWE in real life. I'm not going to comment on that because I want to keep it specifically more about gaming, but all I'm going to say is I'm keeping my fingers crossed to hope that's true. Now, about Goldberg, I have a couple of critiques that I want to make that I hope get addressed in the game with his character. Number one, I'm hoping that his character model is very good, because with the Ultimate Warrior and with Sting, for two previous legendary characters that have come as pre-order exclusives, their models were done pretty well. Ultimate Warrior's was done okay, I think it could be a little bit better, but Sting's was done incredibly well. I really enjoyed how Sting came out. So Goldberg has to be on that height of how good he looks. Now, we are getting two versions of Goldberg, so I'm guessing we're going to be getting the, in his heyday, WCW, early WWE Goldberg, where he's just hench, black tights, black elbow pads, friggin' spearing people, jackhammer suplexing, you know it. As for a second skin, I wouldn't mind seeing a modern day alternative to him to kinda hint as to if Goldberg is coming back to wrestling, this is what he would look like. That would be pretty cool. But his look is just one thing. The second thing you need to get right with Goldberg is his moves. Of course, one of his go-to moves is a spear. A lot of people have done spears since Goldberg. Some of them to be include the likes of Edge, the Rated R Superstar, and very recently, Roman Reigns. So adding in a spear specific for Goldberg won't be too hard. The trick is, you want to incorporate the spear from the older games, like Here Comes the Pain and the original SmackDown vs. Raw, where he spears the guy, friggin' takes them down, and then jumps up afterward into his Goldberg mannerism of, yeah, just spear the guy, you know what's coming next, you know. It's the spear that leads into his finishing move. So, when Goldberg is released, I will be very certain that his spear won't be a finisher or his alternate finisher. It'll probably be a signature move, which you'll do, which after completing it will set you up right to then go straight into your finishing move if you're able to pull that off without any reversals clicking in. That would be great to see. And in all honesty, I'm really hyped to see the reanimated version of the jackhammer suplex. If you guys don't know what the jackhammer is, you can go search it up. But the basic of it is that it acts like a normal suplex at first. So you grab the guy, you put his arm over your head, you lift him up, and then you keep him up there for a good bit. You maybe turn around a little bit, show off your power, and then as you bring them down, instead of falling backwards like a regular suplex, you instead turn them sideways into more of a sideways slam. But instead of literally slamming them sideways and just sitting down, you turn into them, slamming them down into the ground, into a pinning position, and normally 1, 2, 3. It looks great, it feels great when you're able to pull it off, especially in the previous video games. So I'm hoping that returns. So apart from Goldberg, I also wanted to take some time talking about what else I'm hoping for 2K17. I'm not going to go too in depth because I want to wait until more information is released. But quite frankly, I just want these areas covered. Number one, my career mode upgraded yet again. I love my career mode. I just literally fall in love with it every single time. So bring that back, give it a little bit more, and I can't wait to play it yet again. Number 2, character creation. I know this is being addressed every iteration that comes out, but a little bit more depth in the character creation, maybe some more unlocks for doing the single player or even doing my career mode, or just giving us a larger variety of things that we can put onto our character, from decals to tights to masks, all that jazz. Because I don't know about you, I kind of want to make Houston Thunder Liger if Houston Thunder Liger is not in this game, which he can be because he did appear in NXT TakeOver last year, so it's all up there. And of course, this time around, the only other thing I'm really looking forward to is what they're going to do with the single player this time around, because I want to see what storylines they pick to experience from beginning to end. And as much as there are some really good classic storylines they can still pick up on, like Rock versus Stone Cold throughout the generations, and even to an extent Rock versus Hulk Hogan, I would really like to see that one. But it's also got me thinking that the modern day storylines haven't been the best in the wrestling world. I think the best one that would be really cool to play out for modern day storyline would be the Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar story, going into Seth Rollins stealing the title of WrestleMania, and then you going on your mission to beat Seth for the title. So it's Roman Reigns' road to glory, so to say. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Those are some of my opinions on Goldberg, WWE 2K17, and what I'm hoping for. What are you guys looking forward to in the game? I'm sure more of it's going to be revealed around E3 time, and when it does, I'm sure I'll talk about it. Until then, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you for another edition of VGU Talks.